Hi guys, welcome back to Self-Made Modern. Today we are going to be discussing IEW's Fix-It Grammar. If you've not heard of IEW, it's the Institute for Excellence in Writing. They specialize in writing programs for kids. And this year we decided that we wanted to do something different. We had been doing the Shirley English homeschool program, and I found that while it's an excellent program, my child had started to memorize the program, and I really wanted the lessons from grammar and writing to be something that weren't memorized, that it was something that was known. And so I wanted to change it up, and I'd heard really good things about Fix It, so I wanted to give them a try. We've been using it for several months now, and I thought I would just share what we've learned and how we've done it. So the Fix-It Grammar is done in a multitude of books. I think there are 4 of them now. I'll fix that and edit that in the description if that isn't correct. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let's start over. Okay. Hi, welcome back to Self-Made Modern. My name is Clarissa. I am going to be sharing with you guys today the Fix-It Grammar series for writing and grammar. We had originally started with the Shirley English homeschool program, and we decided we needed something different. My child had started to memorize the Shirley English program, and I really wanted grammar to be something that was known and not just memorized. And so for us, we needed something new. The IEW, or Institute for Excellence in Writing, I'd heard about them. The Fix-It Grammar program had really good reviews, so I wanted to check them out for myself. So we started using this a couple of months ago. And how they're done is they're done in a story. So this story is the nose tree, and you get a teacher's manual and then you get a student book. They actually look very similar on the inside. The teacher's manual just has the answer keys and additional information you might need. What is really nice about this program is the simplicity of it. The program can be done in 15 minutes a day, and it truly can be done in 15 minutes a day. Sometimes programs will say it, but it's not true. This one can be. The other nice thing about this one is that it can be done with a multitude of ages of children. So if you have multiple kids, you can use the same program for each of them. You just get additional student manuals and you have them follow along. The first few lessons are going to seem really easy if you have a child that's older and has more grammar experience, but that's okay. You can either have them move ahead at a quicker pace or just have them go along, and they're going to get it done really soon. Which is not a bad thing. They might enjoy that, but you can definitely speed up the process going along. I found that the only extra thing that they need for this program is actually a composition book. I like to have this versus paper because they do rewrite the story as they go along. So they will have a section in here that they'll do for the vocabulary that they learn, and then they'll have a section for the rewrite that they do. So as they go through the story, what they'll do is it's done in weeks, and there are 4 days per week. We do not follow a 4-day schedule for this right now. We have a few too many things going on, and honestly, it's worked out just fine. So if you can do all 4 days, great. If you can't, do it at your own pace. There's no reason why they can't. They don't lose track of things because it follows such a simple system. So the story, they start by reading one sentence of the story, and then they have to go through and correct it. And it starts off very simply. They just correct the nouns. They go through and they mark the nouns, and then they mark the punctuation, whether it's a question mark or a period. Once they've done that, there is a vocabulary word that they have to look up. You pull out a dictionary. I use an electronic dictionary. I considered using an old-fashioned dictionary, and I do think that that's a good idea. But we are in a modern age, and I did want that to be something that was usable for us. So we do use an electronic one, and they look up the different words in the dictionary, and then they write the vocabulary word down. So they're not just getting the grammar, they're also getting vocabulary with the program all in one. And they literally learn one vocabulary word per day that you do this. So after they finish the vocabulary, they have to rewrite the sentence completely corrected. And I also, when I do this, I focus on making sure the penmanship looks good so that they're getting some really good writing skills in there as well. I don't allow it to be sloppy. And if the kids are younger, I do a 2-line versus a 1-line. So you'll see when you go through that it's written in double spacing as well. And that's totally fine. If it's easier for them to do, I don't have a problem with big letters as long as I can read it. So once that's done, that's it for the day. And then they move on to the next day. And one of the big questions I had was, is this going to be too simple? Because when you're doing other grammar programs, they're a lot more complex sometimes. And I found that no, it's great. It is simple, but by the end of it, they have rewritten the entire story. They've learned a new vocabulary word every single day. They're learning their grammar, and they are learning the rules for grammar too. In the back of the book, they come with these yellow cards, and these are the things that they're going to learn throughout the program. So indentations, adjectives, adverbs. It recommends that you cut these out and you put them onto a sheet or a binder and you use them that way. I did not do that. I did cut them out I'm doing it as we go along, and I've got them hung up on a teacher's wall. So we pull them out when we need them, or we review them when we need them. They're set up like flashcards, and they're really easy to access. So do what works for you. If this doesn't work for you, or the binder doesn't work for you, try what works for you. You can keep them in a flashcard file holder too. It's totally fine. But once you're done with all that, that is the entire program. The teacher's guide is set up so that it has an answer key in it. If you're not familiar with your nouns and your adjectives, that's okay. You can have the answer key here. It'll give you little extra information as well, because there are some things in the grammar that they're going to catch that you're not going to catch. Or that they're going to be advanced on or a little bit behind on. That's okay. It'll give you information on what to do with that. But really, this program is designed to make grammar fun. It's simple, really, really simple. So if you have a kid who doesn't enjoy it or struggled with another program, I would encourage you to give it a try. It's easy, it's simple, it's less than 15 minutes a day, and it's really quite reasonable for the program as well. So that is my review on Fix-It Grammar. We are going to be, I'm going to be posting some pictures down at the bottom of the post so you can actually see some of the pictures from the actual book, because I'm sure they're hard to see in the video. And then I'll add a little link in the description so you can also check it out for yourself. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope this video was helpful.